You are exhausted. Not just physically tired, but the kind of tired that goes so deep into your bones that even waking up in the morning feels like a punishment. You go to bed, you close your eyes, and your brain just refuses to stop. The thoughts keep coming. The worries pile up. You toss, you turn, you check the clock at 2 a.m., then 3 a.m., then 4 a.m., and by the time your alarm goes off, you feel like you never slept at all. And here is the brutal part that nobody talks about. That exhaustion is not just affecting your sleep, it is quietly destroying every single part of your life, one day at a time. Your mood is unstable. You snap at people you love over nothing. Your focus is completely shattered. You start a task and your mind drifts away within seconds. Your body feels heavy, like you are walking through water all day long. You crave sugar and junk food because your body is desperately searching for quick energy. Your motivation to exercise, to pursue your goals, to even enjoy things you used to love, gone. And the scary part? Most people just accept this as normal. They think this is just life. They think they are just someone who does not sleep well. That is not true. And staying in that belief is costing you far more than you realize. Research consistently shows that poor sleep is directly linked to increased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, depression, anxiety, and even early cognitive decline. People who sleep poorly on a regular basis have measurably shorter lives. That is not an exaggeration. That is documented science from leading sleep institutions and neuroscience researchers around the world. But let me make this personal, because this is not about statistics, this is about you. Think about the last time you woke up truly rested, not okay, not fine, truly rested, where your eyes opened before the alarm, where your body felt light, where your mind was clear and sharp and ready. How long ago was that? Can you even remember? For most people watching this right now, that feeling feels like a distant memory, something from childhood maybe? And that gap between where you are now and where you deserve to be, that gap is what we are going to close today. Because deep, restorative sleep is not a luxury. It is the foundation that everything else in your life is built on. When you fix your sleep, you fix your energy. When you fix your energy, you fix your focus. When you fix your focus, your performance at work improves, your relationships improve, your health improves, your confidence improves. Sleep is not one piece of the puzzle. It is the piece that makes all the other pieces actually fit together. Now, before we go further, if you are serious about transforming your sleep and your life on a deeper level, we have related programs linked down below in the video description. These programs are not for everyone. And honestly, if you are someone who is comfortable with average results, you probably do not need them. But if you are someone who is done settling and ready for a real transformation, the details are down below. Do not wait on it though, because availability changes. Now let us get into the real secrets, and I mean real, not the generic advice you have heard 1,000 times. Secret number 1. Your nervous system, not your mind, controls your sleep. Most people try to fall asleep by thinking their way into relaxation. That never works. Your nervous system needs to shift from a sympathetic state, which is fight or flight, into a parasympathetic state, which is rest and digest. The way you do that is through your body, not through your thoughts. Slow, deliberate breathing, specifically extending your exhale to be twice as long as your inhale, activates the vagus nerve, and physically pulls your body into a calm state within minutes. This alone has changed sleep quality dramatically for countless people who had struggled for years. Secret number 2. Your body temperature is a sleep switch. Your core body temperature needs to drop by about 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit for deep sleep to initiate. When people have trouble falling asleep, often the room is too warm, or they showered too recently and their body temperature is still elevated. A cool room between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit creates the optimal sleep environment. A warm bath or shower an hour before bed actually helps because it draws blood to the surface and helps your core temperature drop faster when you get out. This simple shift alone reduces the time it takes to fall asleep significantly. Secret number 3. Light is your sleep schedule's master control. Your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock, is governed almost entirely by light exposure. Getting direct sunlight in your eyes within 30 minutes of waking up sets your cortisol peak correctly, which then triggers your melatonin release at the right time in the evening. People who skip morning light and stare at screens at night are essentially sending confused signals to their brain all day, then wondering why they cannot fall asleep at night. Get that morning light. Dim your environment in the 2 hours before bed. This is not optional maintenance. This is biological programming. Secret number 4. The foods you eat in the evening are either working for your sleep or actively sabotaging it. Alcohol is one of the biggest sleep destroyers that people do not recognize because it makes you feel drowsy. But alcohol fragments your sleep cycles, crushes your REM sleep, and leaves you waking up in the second half of the night feeling anxious and restless. Caffeine has a half-life of about 6 hours, meaning if you drink coffee at 2 p.m., half of it is still in your system at 8 p.m. Shifting your caffeine cutoff to before noon can genuinely transform how easily you fall asleep. Magnesium glycinate before bed is supported by research as genuinely helpful for relaxing muscles and calming the nervous system for sleep. Secret number 5. Your mind needs a transition. You cannot go from high stimulation, phone, news, stress, intense conversations, directly into sleep and expect your brain to cooperate. Think of your brain like a high-performance engine. You do not just switch it off. You need a cool-down period. A consistent 20 to 30-minute wind-down ritual signals to your nervous system that sleep is coming. This could be light stretching, journaling your thoughts to get them out of your head and onto paper, reading something calm, or simply sitting in dim light and breathing slowly. The consistency of the ritual is what builds the biological association over time. People who implement these 5 changes consistently report falling asleep faster, waking up less during the night, and feeling genuinely rested for the first time in years, not weeks, not months. Within days, the changes begin. The brain is remarkably responsive when you stop fighting against your biology and start working with it. Imagine waking up tomorrow and your first thought is not dread, it is clarity. Your body moves easily. Your mind is sharp before you even reach for coffee. You sit down to work and you are actually present, actually focused, actually capable of doing the things you have been putting off because you simply did not have the mental energy. Imagine your patience returning. Imagine not snapping. Imagine feeling like yourself again. The version of yourself that is capable and driven and alive. That is not a fantasy. That is what consistent deep sleep actually does to a human being. Science confirms it. People who have implemented these principles confirm it. The transformation is real, and it happens faster than most people expect. Everything in your life is downstream of your sleep. Your health, your relationships, your performance, your emotional stability, your physical appearance, all of it. You are not behind because you are lazy or unmotivated. You are behind because you are running on empty, and you have been for too long. If you are ready to go deeper and get a complete, structured approach to rebuilding your sleep and transforming your daily energy and performance from the inside out, everything you need is linked down below in the video description. This is for the person who is genuinely done with half measures and ready to invest in themselves fully. The people who have already gone through these programs are living proof of what is waiting on the other side. The only question is whether you take the step today or keep waiting for a tomorrow that never quite arrives. Go check it out now.